What's up, everybody? Welcome back again here into our Mineshaft that we were building for the past 2 episodes, and it's starting to look real good. I've been doing some changes, doing some little things to it, but today we're going to be adding a lift in, which is going to be a very small detailed thing. Hopefully it's going to turn out very cool, and it's going to be something I've never built before and very interesting nonetheless. So with that done, how's everybody doing? I hope you guys are all doing great. I've been having a great time with this project, just having a good time in general. But this project over here, it's been a very refreshing project. It's small. It's not quite as large as what. Well, I mean, it's going to get large. Don't get me wrong. We got some big plans for this, but it's not quite the same as some of the other projects we've been up with recently. The nether tunnels, the big city. You know, there's been such big stuff, and recently that takes a toll on you. But man, I do love to see what that turns out like. But you know what? We'll get started on this here. So let's get going. First of all, Mineshaft, right down there. This is as far as it's going, and that was really just for me to have there. We're not going to end up going very far down. There's a lot of tricks we're going to play with ourselves, and I want to mess around with that a little bit. So first of all, this will be having a lift, which is going to be halfway down to, well, halfway past this level. It's going to be on its way down the mine shaft, or up, whichever perspective you really prefer, to be honest. But it's going to not be completely stationary at one point or the other. It's going to be in between its movement, as much as we can get it. Can I get this? Thank you. All right, and then we'll stop up there, get that there, looking good. So that's what we want to do. We want it to be a picture like, you know, in a movie when you see, and I mean, I've been stuck in a lift before and it sucks. It's just boring. But when you're in a lift, you know, and you can see the lift there and the doors are open or whatever, and you can see the floor down a little bit. That's what we're going for. If that's the perspective that we're going for, and hopefully that's what I mean, hey, if you really want to, you can put the whole idea of this thing as though the whole lift has just given way at that level. That could be a cool thing as well. But either way, I digress. We should be focusing on what we're doing here, which is getting the floor in, getting all that stuff in at a decent height. And I've actually got to remember, I've got some stuff to show you that I've been working with at the top. Not a lot, not big stuff, but something cool nonetheless with the things we were doing last episode. So let's just go down here a little bit. We'll go out there, and you'll see we've got 5 blocks to work with, which was, I think, a good idea. It was either 5 or 3 or 7. 7 would be too much, 3 would be too little, 5 is just right in the middle, I think. And what we want to do is we want to hide the view down the bottom. So we'll get rid of that torch when we're done here. And we want to hide the view down the corners, down the sides over here. So we look down and it looks like it goes further and we just can't see what's happening. That's the idea. Give it as though it's this, make it as though it's this very far, deep mine. That's hopefully what we'll get to, but we'll see how it works. Let's just go out here, see if this height is correct. Yeah, maybe one more block down. I think that's slightly better. We can, because this is a mine as well, we can go slightly taller with this thing. And the idea of going slightly higher with this, in terms of this lift being a bit bigger, is it's got to transport a bunch of ore. You know, you got coal ore, you got, in fact, I don't even, now come to think about it, what does this mine produce? What would be a good thing in the mountain? I mean, is it just an all-purpose mine? Is it gold? Gold is actually pretty cool. I guess maybe gold. We'll go for gold, and it's gonna have obviously the other little things. It's gonna be a Minecraft mine. How about that? Just a Minecraft type mine. Nothing in particular. A bit of everything. Mostly one thing. Yeah, that'll work. And gold does look pretty cool to get a bit of color in it. So there's a few reasons why gold is real good. Let's just eat before we get attacked. And I think, okay, I thought I saw an endermite. Probably didn't. So there we go. That's good. Now what we want to do is we want to get a little bit of a roof in here like that. And we want to also get some railings in on the sides. That's what I'm hoping for here. So in fact, I'm just thinking, let's do a quick little fly over to some chests I've forgotten on the other side of the world, which, oh well, on the other side of this thing, which I do remember. Every now and then I come across some chests that I was using ages ago, and I find good little treats inside. Let's check. There we go. That's one. Some of them. I think there was some more I saw. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say I saw some more when I was here the other day. What's in there? Nothing too exciting. So what I want to do is I want to do this, which, oh man, it hurts me to see. I use so much oak as logs, and to see them go away as planks, oh, it's painful. But you know what? We'll do that. And well, planks and stairs. All right. Let me just do this. I'll get rid of some of those. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be good. And we'll just do these like that. There we go. Yeah, there's something that hurts me a little bit when I do that, just to know how much it takes to grow an oak tree compared to the rest of them. Like if oak was as easy to get as spruce, man, I'd be very, very happy. And by the way, actually, while we're up here, let's just get stuck in the mountain. We got an endermite probably chasing us. There's probably a way up here. What I've done is I've got a cool little way of holding this in here, and we've also gone ahead and worked in a circle over there. So it looks like there is a wheel. It's floating right now, but that looks as though it's a pulley for this mine shaft at the top, which I think that's a rather cool little thing to add in there. We'll get to more of those details up there and add more stuff in as we go. It's not really a big deal. We don't need it finished right now. So what we do need finished reasonably soon will be this over here. So jump onto the lift. Good. And a little bit of this over here. And I don't want to go for the deepest of dips down here, if that makes sense. So I don't want this to go like a big peak roof on this thing, but I do want it to drop down a little bit like that. We'll just do that in there. Okay, there like that. And again, like this. So that hopefully, now that we've got this, it'll be kind of evened out. And that, of course, does happen, doesn't it? And again. And not again. So there we go. Block placing can be hard, all right? Just leave me alone. It's not like I do this all day or anything, right? So how does that look? Okay, I like that this is at a slightly askew over here. So you see how that is just a little bit over that way. In fact, what I do want to do is I want to do this. Like that there. We'll put these in here as some of those. Which we could just do that. I can get rid of those, actually. There. And here. And the reason I use the note block, by the way, I kind of picture, you know, I know it's not to do with the lifts over here, but I remember in movies, you see them all the time with I don't know what era it is. Maybe the 60s. I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing. Everything blurs together for someone who wasn't around it. But where they have these lifts in New York, where they've got like an operator standing operating the lift, something like that, you know, like a guy at the lobby who's waiting to greet you. They've always got these kind of checkerboard things on the doors, and that's what made me feel like putting those in here. Darkness of that, I think this is a bit light, but it's all right. We'll go for it right now, and if we have to change it, we'll change it. So can we get one of these in over here and over there? Yeah, and this is just us. As I said in the last episode, and I'll say it again, just whittling it down. We get something basic, and we'll just break it down and see what we can do. If we can get something cooler, we'll go for it. If not, we'll go back. And something there. See if this shape starts to give us a little bit of inspiration. So how does that look? Yeah, we'll change this for sure. In fact, maybe having two tones in here, two different blocks in here could do this a little bit of justice. I know it's becoming a fairly over-the-top, intricate-looking roof for no real reason, and we'll just get rid of those there, like that, and that's fine. I know that I've used one too many slabs, but that's okay. Yeah, that can work. Now get under here. And let's start going in with this stuff here, where we want to make a little bit of a thing like this. And I'm not too sure if, well, being the railings on the side, I'm not too sure if the dark oak is going to be too dark. And I did bring a little bit of wall, which may be our saving grace, I guess, for this. So get that there, and actually, yeah, that there, like that, with one of those, and then we'll do the same thing here. Tune it a little bit and carry on. Wait. There we go. That was exactly what we needed. Actually, that's something I didn't know. I didn't realize that changed it as well. I thought it was just stone, let alone, and maybe stone brick, but not stone walls. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. I want this one block up, sadly. We did go one block down, but I really feel like this should be one block higher. Although, maybe if we make a bit more of a landing here, it may change our perspective a little bit, because, of course, this is going to become, like, a place where people come off and on, and maybe this makes sense. So we've got a bit more of a prepared landing. So we do that there, step away, pull this down one more. Okay, let's just give this a go. And I'm guessing it's probably not going to work. In fact, if we do like this design, I'm more than willing to go ahead and break down this entire thing and rebuild it. Without a doubt. I want it right from the beginning, maybe there. Yeah, that'll work. That'll definitely work. And it's nighttime. Okay, let's just... I don't like sleeping. I hate going to sleep. But you know what? Sometimes we just have to. Well, I do like the outcome of it. I really like the fact that we don't get harassed by mobs. However, it is rather annoying. Do we need anything from here? No, we're good. Clear up our inventory a little bit. So, besides this that we've been busy with, I'm interested in what your guys' ideas are besides the lift, besides the stuff that has been going on here. For instance, we're going to be doing a big water wheel. What do you guys think about that? What other things can we put around here? I was thinking, for instance, here's something. And these torches are just temporary torches. I like this place dark. I just want to make it a little bit lighter. Okay, I just want to make it a little bit lighter so we don't get creeped. But for instance, doing a town near here with a few mining people's houses, things like that, miners' houses, maybe even like an apartment block or something along those lines. Old school looking, obviously. Something along those lines could look rather cool. But we'll get to that. We'll see what we can do. There we go. And that there. And we just won't have enough, but that's fine. We've got other things we need to do in here in any case. So a bit there and that down there. I'll keep that one off to make it a little bit more odd. And I know it really bugs people, but you know what? That's what makes the builds look a little bit nicer, is having these odd pieces that stick out every here and there and make it its own. So how about we hide a crafting bench somewhere under there? Probably won't see it. That'll be useful. If ever we need a crafting bench, we just go bam. Well, I mean, we've got that there, but that's fine. All right, we've got 2 now. So we need some of these, like that. And then we're good. So down there. All right. And then I've brought some of these guys with us, these Spruce Fences, which, in fact, I was just about to say, that's going to happen, and I think that could look rather cool. So we'll do that, and we'll get some more of them. Do I have more spruce on me? Fantastic. Well, we need 5 there. And then we'll go 1, 2. Is that right? 8, 16. Yep. I like to be as efficient with these. And you know what? As I'm about to say, I like to be as efficient with these as possible. I realize that I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm meant to be doing these guys over here and not the fences. Dang it. I swear I do them every time. I do one when I should be doing the other. But that worked out fantastically. Look at that. All right, so this is feeling good over here. What I do want to do now is I want to go and get the floor looking a little bit more interesting than what we've got. And tell me if you guys think this is a bit over the top. Tell me if you guys think I've done a bit too much on this lift and it's looking crazy and it's might not be fitting in. I need to know. I feel like going just a bit crazy with the lift is one of the few things we can add a lot of detail in. So if you guys do think that, of course, always welcome to tell me I'm doing stuff wrong, and I'll try to fix it. As long as you give me a solution, all right? Give me a solution. Keep it cool. But always down to be told new things. In fact, that's kind of weirdly enough the whole way that this series was about. It was just doing things like this. Getting solutions from people. Right, so there. I don't want it to be quite this open, so I might get rid of those. There, like that. We'll just get rid of those and perhaps put in... We can make it a little bit darker. Let's give that a go. There, we'll get rid of the torch, and we'll put a little lantern in here. I've actually liked what we've been doing, where we've had these little lights over here with the candle inside, being the torch itself. If I can get, let me just try this out. That's a stair block. How does this look? Just bear with me. I might be onto something here. If we do something along those lines, we'll get a block in there. And I know the light's technically not going to be coming through, but yeah, if I get rid of those blocks there, it still won't come through. In fact, what could work here instead is a slab. It still won't work though, because if I put a slab in here, Minecraft, fix your, or Mojang, fix your lighting, man. I guess there's, you know what, I say that. There's actually some pretty cool uses for this stuff in some other places. But yeah, look at that. It's just not working. In fact, maybe we can make that work. Challenge. All right, we'll go up here. What? Okay, well, I guess this is an opportunity for this. And we'll go up there. And eat. And then up there. Great. Now we're good. So if we do this here, we could actually have the light looking out from the outside, which might add something kind of cool to this. So a few of those, in our offhand, there, 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 and here. And of course, it'll probably look a little bit different from the other side. Am I stuck in? Oh, okay, I can hear a little bug around here, a little endermite, but ignore it for now. I guess we should really put an emergency staircase to exit out of here, but for now, we'll just do that. This is very busy. Let's just collect ourselves here. What do we think about that? That there, a bit much. However, if we make it look slightly more simple from the outside, like that, it brings the light in for sure. Dang it. All right, let's just go out. Yeah, of course you're here, man. Get out. So, we can make this. We can make this for sure. There we go. Nailed it. Nailed it. All right, let's get some more of these, and we'll return to that. I think that's actually going to be probably all right, considering I don't want it to be too crazy, but we don't have too many options. In fact, one of the things that is going to make a lot of these builds just pop a little bit more is when this world gets updated to 1.13, we've got a lot more trapdoors, which open up a lot more opportunities for this. Yeah, that definitely has to change. So we'll get rid of that, there, and we'll change them over to, I mean, we can always change them over to something else, but right now, maybe just some more of these in here. Because it looks like a grate where, for instance, there's a bunch of soil on the people's feet. You know, they've just been mining. Of course, there's going to be a bunch of soil. That can all fall down there. So we'll do that. We'll get rid of this. And what could be kind of cool is if we do make this mineshaft go down, if you could look down, you could see, for instance, a torch there, and then we did a torch and a torch, that these are closer. So as you look down, it looks like the light's going further and further and further away. That would be pretty neat, but that's not for today, because that's a whole bunch of digging for potentially something that might not even turn out all right. But let's just go up here and see what it looks like. Yeah, it definitely feels like there is a lift, and it's got that going on there. And then the other thing which we should do, which is probably going to be requested, so I'm one step ahead of you guys, and maybe this will tell you guys what's going on. A little bit of that, a little bit of a lever in here somewhere, just to add in to the fact that this is operatable. In fact, we should probably have a little operating station, maybe something along the lines of this. That could work. This over here, maybe something like that on the top, and this on the side could work, because we haven't used any oak into here, so that works. There we go. That works. Just like that. Call it. Who knows what it's doing, but that's all right. I think this is fine. I just need to texture the walls, and we've got ourselves a beautiful looking lift fairly easily. But for today, I mean, I think this was all just one complete clip, which is, I think, the first time I've ever done that. All right, so at least give me something for that. All right, guys. But what we'll do is, I think we'll call that an episode, because we're already 20 minutes going, guys. And I want to get started on some other things, which is all on the top there. So that'll be a bunch of just tweaking and stuff like that. But as always, guys, if you got any ideas, drop them down in the comment section. Love to hear them, and thank you so much for the support, and thank you so much for enjoying this project. Well, I mean, not that you can help it, you know what I mean, but thanks so much for joining me, because it's really cool to see a project you guys are loving that's fairly small and detailed, and it's very different to what we normally do. So thank you so much for that, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one.